Hello you beautiful people, I hope you guys are all doing well. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is thebelleimichelle. I do mainly fashion and travel videos and sprinkle a bit of beauty, skincare, hair and anything else I want to talk about. I'm hoping by the end of this particular video it convinces you to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Over the past, I would say month or so, I've gained a lot of new followers over on Instagram, also on here as well. So hi, hello, welcome, thank you so much for coming on this journey with me of style, fashion, travel, everything luxurious, everything living your best life, everything just chop life before life chops you, okay? So with that, I thought it'd be the perfect time to do an updated Q&A. I put it out on my Instagram. If you're not already following me over on Instagram, what are you doing? I interact a lot with you guys on there, so yeah, please follow me on there. Yeah, I basically put up on my Instagram stories a question asking people to ask me questions and get to know me a bit better. I got a few questions, so I'm not gonna make this long-winded. Let's get right into it. So the first question, and the one that I got the most, was how old are you? So I am 28. I did answer some of these questions on my Instagram, and when I put out that I'm 28, a lot of people thought I was like 24, 23, but no, I am the sweet, young, tender age of 28. I am still a baby girl, okay? I'm a married baby girl. I'm 28, I'm going to be 30 soon, and life really comes at you fast, because I literally feel like it was just yesterday I turned 25. So yeah, what are your favorite YouTube videos to make? I love your longer vlogs and Gambian try on hauls. I would say hauls are my favorite to make because one, I like shopping, but I don't keep everything that I haul. A lot, like recently I've been hauling a lot because I have been doing this quite more consistently, so a lot of the times it's things that I buy to show you guys and also see if I like them. But I'm quite strict on myself with hauls on, okay, I can't keep everything, I'm only going to keep a few pieces, which is why if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll notice that the majority of the stuff I haul I don't wear, because a lot of the stuff I do buy, try on at home, especially now that we can't go into stores, and see what I like, what I don't like, and then return the pieces that I don't like. But yeah, I would say my hauls are my favorite, and that's because I started my channel around fashion. I started my channel around hauls and sharing what I've bought and how I style pieces, so they will always be my favorite videos. After that, I would say it's my travel videos after the editing process, because they take so long to edit, and honestly, like some travel videos can take you up to 8 hours or sometimes 2 days to edit just because of the volume. I remember my Maldives one literally took me, I think, about 2 weeks to edit. It was so long, but then the end result is always beautiful, and because I love traveling. And if you haven't seen my Gambian House of CV try on haul, I will leave it in the iCard here. Have you considered hosting a girls trip out the country? This is another one I answered on my Instagram, and a lot of people were up for this. I've never considered it before. I know there are a lot of people who do girls trips, but it would just like, it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of responsibility. But I'm thinking about it now. I am thinking about it. I'm thinking, comment in the comment section below, if I did do a girls trip, where should we go? Like, where in the world do you think we should go? Because I am thinking about it. Maybe sometime this year, maybe we'll see how it goes. What shade in foundation or concealer do you use? You said the brand last time, so majority of the time I'm using YSL Touche Éclat or YSL All Hours. Let me actually show you guys the foundation. This is the YSL Touche Éclat foundation. This is the YSL All Hours foundation. If you've been a long-term follower of me, you know I've been wearing this since I was 19. When I say I'm a creature of habit, I'm an ultimate creature of habit, but I do feel like they've changed the formula a bit, because the newer ones I've been getting seem a bit more red, so I don't know. So now I actually mixed it with the All Hours foundation. This is a lot more long wear and doesn't transfer as much as this foundation, but this has a more of a cool undertone, and I like a neutral undertone. I don't like a cool undertone, so together they give me a neutral undertone. 90% of the time this is what I'm wearing, and I wear both of them in B90. Now if I'm not wearing them, I also have an Ioma Beauty foundation. I'll put all my shades in the description bar below. I have the Fenty foundation, although I'm not liking it too much. I think I like the Fenty foundation more in summer than in winter. I wanted to share this. I recently got this Stila foundation. So this is the Stila Hide and Chic Fluid Foundation. Love this. This might be a contender for my top place for my YSL, and I have never in the past 10 years had a foundation come up against my YSL, but this Stila one, and it is so affordable. So I'll link this in the description bar below, and my shade is Deep 6. I'll put the correct one in the description bar below. And in terms of concealer, I'm going to put that in the description bar below, but it will probably be the same concealer I've been using for ages. I recently also tried the Too Faced Born This Way, and I have been liking that as well. It gives me a lot more, I feel like it gives me a brighter under eye. Oh, special mention, this Chanel Powder Universelle Libre, oh Lord, you would not think I come from a country that speaks French. This gold, absolute gold. It's expensive, but it's so worth it. Overall, how are you and how is life? I thought this was such a nice one. I'll be honest with you, I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm just going through the motions in life. In terms of my personal life is good. My work life, not YouTube work, but my normal work life is a bit right now. I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis of what do I want to do and what do I want to do next. Yeah, that's where I am in terms of that. In terms of YouTube and online, it's going quite well. Like, I think my consistency has been paying off, which is great. In terms of marriage, alhamdulillah, like, I'm really appreciative that my marriage is going well, because especially with this lockdown, COVID, everything, I've seen couples who I never thought would break up, some in really bad ways, some in amicable ways, and I'm just like, you just have to say alhamdulillah all the time that your situation, your marriage, your relationships are still intact, if they are still intact, because people are really going through it. But thank you so much for asking. What inspires you? I'll say my family. I'll also say my husband. Well, my husband is my family, but when I say my family, I mean as in like my parents and siblings, but my husband is my family, obviously. My husband is actually a big one. Like, all of this consistency that you guys are seeing is partially down to him. Even the camera that I'm using, he bought me this camera when we were dating. He's very supportive when it comes to like my whole YouTube and online thing, and then he's also supportive in other areas of my life, which allows me to be consistent here. And yeah, it's just such a blessing to have someone who appreciates and loves you as much as you appreciate and love them, and someone who is also selfless. When I'm in a relationship, I think I'm quite selfless, and if you're selfless and then the other person isn't selfless, it's an absolute disaster. But to have someone that cares for you and wants you to win as much as you want them to win, and sometimes wants you to win more than you want to win yourself. And I'm a very motivated person. I want to be successful. I like nice things, so I gotta be successful. I gotta make that money and just be happy and healthy in life. He definitely inspires me, and he is like the reason why you see a lot of the consistency that you guys are seeing now. My family as well, like my parents and just my friends. Like, I have a good set of friends that we're all go-getters. We all want to do the best in life. Like, none of us are just happy to just skate and do the bare minimum. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but those aren't the people around me, so they motivate me to want to get up off my ass and make sure I'm being the best that I can be and even better. How many siblings do you have? I have 3. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and I'm the eldest out of everyone. What's your favorite country for food? This is hard. This is very hard. Oh, okay, top 3 would be Maldives, specifically Kandima and Niama. Those are the 2 resorts we stayed at when we went to the Maldives, and watch my Maldives vlog. We were eating very well, very well. Oh my god. Next would have to be my home country, Gambia and Senegal. Like, we have bomb food, although I feel like sometimes they use too much oil, especially in Gambia. They use too much oil. The oil is, Lord have mercy, sometimes they use too much oil, but our food is also Turkey. Ooh, Turkey was amazing. And I haven't been there yet, but recently I went to Spitalfields with my friend and we tried out Sri Lankan food, and oh, the food, I want to go to Sri Lanka just to try out the food, because the food was amazing. What is one thing you have done in the past that you severely regret doing but you have learnt a lot from? I'll be honest with you, I don't have a lot of regret. I think everything that you go through in life was meant to shape you in a certain way. Okay, I have one regret that I can't say on camera. Out of everything I've been through in my entire life, that actually did not teach me anything. Regret is a strong word. I wouldn't even say I regret that. It just didn't teach me anything. Yeah, no regrets, you know. None that I can think of right now, if I'm being honest with you. If you were not Senegalese or Gambian, what would be your ethnicity? Senegalese and Gambian, I'm sorry. I love my culture. I wouldn't want to be from any other country. I wouldn't want to be from any other culture. Maybe Mali, maybe, just because it's similar. What is the ideal number of children you wish to have in the future, and what gender? Gender, I don't really mind. I do want at least 1 boy, 1 girl. I want to have twins, inshallah. I want twins. My mom is a twin, so I feel like I should have twins. So inshallah, I want twins. I think 3. Yeah, maybe 3. Adopt 1. Yeah, maybe. Have you built and risen your self-esteem and and self-confidence from your teenage years to now? 100%. I touched on this in I think some previous Q&As. It's a process. It's definitely a process, and if I was speaking to my younger self, one thing I would definitely tell her is, listen, some of the people that are bullying you, some of the people that are being rude to you are going to be in your DMs 10 years from now asking you how to do your hair, where you get your clothes from, how to do this, that and the other. Shameless individuals. What is your biggest fear from life, and what is your biggest desire from life? Okay, this one person asked me a lot of questions, and there were so many deep questions. Biggest fear, I'll be honest, childbirth. I am petrified of childbirth, and I think that's just because I have witnessed it. Like, I've witnessed natural childbirth, I've witnessed C-sections. This is from times when I was volunteering in South Africa, and when I did some work in England as well, when I wanted to study medicine, and the things that a woman's body has to go through. Listen, if I can afford a surrogate by the time that I want to have kids, I might have a surrogate. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But then I want to be pregnant, like I want the belly and everything, but it's just the actual childbirth. I need to get over it. I'm gonna have to get over it because I want to have kids. But yeah, biggest desire from life, to be happy and to be financially secure, that I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and travel as much as I want. If you could move to another country to live, where would it be? I know France or Paris is out. I made a comment that Paris is the ghetto because honestly, they really be romanticizing Paris, and Paris is nothing to shout about. If I could live anywhere else, I would like to live in Fiji, like for a few years. I would like to live in Senegal for a few years, Gambia. Do you know what? I'd like to be a nomad. Just live 6 months here, 6 months there, 6 months here, 6 months there. And I think that's the reason why I've always wanted to be a scientist or a medic, because it's a universal career path. I can be a scientist in Mali, I can be a scientist in the UK, I can be a doctor in Madagascar, I can be a doctor in the Antarctica. So yeah, in an ideal world, I would actually like to be a nomad. There's another specific question I've been wanting to ask you, but it's very personal, so I won't. I'm happy that you guys know my boundaries. But you know what? Ask me, and you never know, I might answer, and if I don't want to answer, I'll just ignore it. I love your wig. Where did you get it from? I think they might be talking about this wig hair. If it is, so the hair there is from All Shades Covered. All Shades Covered, I think that's what it used to be called. Unfortunately, they don't sell hair anymore, which is so annoying, because they were my perfect vendor. They were in the UK, they did next day delivery, and now they don't exist anymore. And I'm just like, the wig was made by me, and then the wig was styled frontal customized by Ify London. She's the only other person I let touch my wigs, and the wig was actually my mother's, and then I've stole it and just never given it back. Of course, I want to know you, what is your favorite color and food? Girl, my favorite color, I say it all the time, orange, yellow, red are my favorite colors. In terms of food, I really like my country food, so like Senegalese and Gambian food. But aside from that, I like Italian. I do like Italian. I'm a sucker for a good pasta. My little brother is beefing someone outside my door, and I don't know who it is. Asian fusion, I like Asian fusion as well. I like all types of foods. I just like food in general, I'll be honest with you. I like food. Me and my husband, we like going out to restaurants, we like trying new foods. Definite foodies. But I would say definitely my home country, love Italian food and Asian fusion food. Is Instagram your full-time job? It is not. It is not even my partial job. Out of all my social media platforms, I make the least out of Instagram, but that's probably because I have the least following on Instagram. But that doesn't mean you can't monetize Instagram. I just haven't focused on monetizing Instagram because I come from the era where we did I don't want to sound like that old auntie, but literally when I started YouTube, it was just for the fun of it. So even now I'm getting to a point where I'm having to get out of that mindset, and I'm having to teach myself to pitch myself to brands. I'm quite lazy. I just wait for brands to come to me, and I've been fortunate that a lot of good brands have come to me and wanted to pay me and collaborate with me. But yeah, I do need to, it's not that I need to, I want to pitch myself to brands, because there are certain brands that I've said I want to work with this year, and I might not be on their radar, and there are so many more people doing it now, so you have to put yourself out there if you want to work with specific brands. But yeah, Instagram is not my full-time job. Even in my Instagram bio, I do have microbiologist. No, it is not my full-time job. I am a scientist full-time, and then I do this for the love, and then I'm just fortunate of the fact that I can actually make money out of this as well. How long have you been with your husband? We recently celebrated our 2-year anniversary being married, and I think we were together for about 6 or 7 months before that, but we had known each other before we got together, so that's probably why we got married. To some people that might seem quick. To me, it didn't seem quick because I already knew him. Do you speak Wolof? Have you not seen some of my WOLOF videos? I do speak it, but define speak. Are we talking advanced level, medium, beginner? What we talking? How old are you? Were you named after someone? So yes, I was named after my dad's sister. I always get this question if Belle Michelle is my real name. It is my real name, but the person I was named after, should actually be my first name. However, the person she was named after, where the name came from, it's the Senegalese side of my family, and they live next to French people that couldn't pronounce Aissatou, so they called her Michelle, or sometimes they called her Belle Michelle, and that's where the Michelle came from. And everyone that has been named after her, the Aissatou then went to the middle, when really that should be my first name. I used to get comments as well, how can you be Muslim and then you have a British name? But yeah, that's the history behind that. But even others in my family who have been called Michelle, like one of my cousins, we're named after the same person. She calls herself Chillal. We just mix and match it. Yeah. Do you think two people from different religions can work if one convert? You guys were asking me deep questions. For me personally, if you revert, let's say for example the man is Muslim, the woman is Christian, Hindu or something, if they revert, well, man or woman, anyway, if you revert to Islam because you want to and because you have felt the calling to that religion, 100%. If you revert just because you're falling in love with someone who is Muslim, I don't think that will work, and I've seen it not work. I've seen a few people revert to Islam because they fell in love with a Muslim man or Muslim woman, and then after they break up, they always seem to break up, not all the time, maybe just the ones that I've seen. When they do break up, the other person always converts back to their original religion. Personally, I feel like you have to revert to that religion if you want to and if you feel it in your heart. Don't ever revert or convert to any religion for love. I don't think it works, unfortunately. How did you grow your Instagram? I wouldn't say I'm an expert on this at all. Consistency, I will say. People say use hashtags. I use hashtags sometimes I don't, sometimes they work for me, sometimes they don't. When it comes to Instagram, personally for me, I think consistency has been the main thing that has helped me grow, but consistency with quality content, not consistency with just, oh, I'm gonna post every day, but I'm just gonna post anything every day. You're not gonna get followers. It has to be quality content, which is sometimes harder to do, but yeah, that's what has helped me. But I haven't actively been trying to grow my Instagram until late summer last year, and I've grown about 3,000. I think I was on 2,000 something when I actively said I'm gonna grow this, so I'm doing good so far, alhamdulillah. But I'm not the Instagram guru. I'll link some people in the description bar that are. How do you afford to buy all these expensive things? I work, I have a husband, I budget, that's it. How did you meet your husband? We met through a friend. You can actually see the vlog on my YouTube channel of like the first time we ever met. Your favorite store to shop from? Ooh. Okay, firstly I would say ASOS, but that's just because of the plethora of brands you can shop there. Like you can get your makeup there, you can get your clothes there, you can get shoes there, so that's why I love ASOS. And I have ASOS Prime, so I get next day delivery, which is amazing. Although ASOS, please, you man need to stop using Hermes. I beg, please stick to DPD. I love. Hermes stresses me out. I really like Farfetch, really like Farfetch, once again because Farfetch is more for high-end and designer pieces, but once again there you have a plethora of other brands. They have a lot of like indie brands as well, which I really like. Mango is one of my faves. ZARA, I'll be honest with you, I think people expect me to say ZARA, but very recently I've been going back to my original stance with ZARA was that I didn't really like it, and then throughout the years I started to love it, but I'm getting back to that place where I'm like, ZARA, what are you doing? And I'll be honest, I shop more in ZARA because ZARA hauls do well on YouTube. But I think I even said in my recent ZARA haul, I had done an order before that and it was so rubbish that I didn't even publish the video because I just thought, this is trash, I'm not going to keep anything, so you guys are not going to enjoy it. But yeah, I do like ZARA, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, contrary to, is it contrary or contrary? Whatever it is. Basically what I'm trying to say is, although I do a lot of ZARA hauls, ZARA is not one of my favorites. But I do like ZARA. Mango, I shop a lot of Mangoes, and other stories is creeping up there, although I think some of their prices don't make sense. Some of the prices don't make sense, but they do have good quality items. I used to like H&M, but half the stuff always sells out, so it stresses me out. I prefer H&M in store because the H&M near my house, it's a little town, so a lot of the things that are sold out online I can find in there. My Teresa, oh, I like My Teresa and Net-a-Porter. Net-a-Porter's delivery as well, like ASOS, amazing. So those are all the questions that I got. I hope you guys got to know me a little bit better from this video. If you are new and you're not subscribed, you got to the end of this video, what are you doing? You might as well subscribe, and make sure you have have your post notifications turned on for me, that you never miss an upload. And if you like this video, I think you might like this video here, or possibly this video here. Click on either of those and let me continue to entertain you. I hope you have a good morning, evening, or afternoon, or whatever time you're watching this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.